All right, I'm standing out front of Cold Front Gelato on Commercial Street, just under the conference center, and we're gonna learn more about this small batch craft gelato place right here in downtown Nanaimo. I brought two of my favorite ice cream experts with me in June and Avery, and we're gonna find more out about what this incredible gelato place has to offer here in Nanaimo. Let's go have a look. All right, hello everybody. I just wanted to introduce Sunny Parsons. So Sunny is the owner and operator of the Cold Front Gelato. What do you call it? Gelato Creamery or Gelato Shop, or do you have a?
Yeah, we just say Cold Front Gelato.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a gelateria is the word that you can use.
Okay, gelateria.
Gelato Shop works well too.
Awesome. Well, we're at 60 Commercial Street. For those of you that don't know, Sunny opened up her shop in May of this year, and quickly fell onto my radar from Avery in June here. And so today what I wanted to do was just learn a little bit more about Sunny's business. I think she's going to lead our two gelato experts through the building some, what are we building? Chocolate gelato?
We're going to do our milk chocolate. It's one of our most popular flavors.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
So we're excited. Are you guys excited about that? You guys like milk chocolate gelato? Well, Sunny, what one of the real sort of visions for this series is to really learn about these incredible businesses here on the island, but also connect with the reasons as to. I like to think that we've all decided to either stay living here on Vancouver Island or situate our businesses here for a reason. Why did you choose to set up here on Vancouver Island?
I grew up in Campbell River,
okay.
So I grew up on the island, born and raised.
Yeah.
And when I graduated, I went off to the city, and that turned into a few different cities that I lived in. And as I grew up and grew a little older, I just wanted to get back to where I came from. I missed the quiet pace of Vancouver Island and the nature and my family. And so for me, it was about coming back to where I began. And
cool.
Yeah, it felt great. It feels so nice to be here. Nanaimo was a great choice for me. My sister's here with her family. It's close to Vancouver in case I miss my old life in Vancouver.
Yep.
And it's close to my family and nature, and it's really a great place for families, which I love with my daughter. It offers so much for her here, so it was a great choice for us.
It makes sense for me. We always talk about Nanaimo in particular being the best of both worlds.
Yes.
You've got a place where you've got ultra convenient access to nature, but if you want to get to the big city, it's just a short ferry or plane ride away.
I think that's exactly it, and it's really perfect that way for us. Yeah.
Now you're gonna want to start mixing some ingredients together in that,
yes. Sure. We're gonna make our milk chocolate. So the first thing we want to do is we want to warm up our milk and cream in the machine. This machine that we have here is a little bit special because it can both churn gelato and make it cold, and it can also heat it up and pasteurize it. So this one we're going to do from scratch. We're going to put the milk in there, and we're going to start heating it up and then add the sugars.
Nice.
Sound good?
Well, you do that, Sunny. What I'd love to hear you explain to us is I look at Vancouver Island has its own kind of culture and flavor, and that culture and flavor, that Vancouver Island flavor, how has it influenced your business and your culture here at Cold Front?
Can you pour that into there? Well, I think what works so well with the concept of Cold Front and Vancouver Island is I really was passionate about learning about how to make gelato from scratch using local ingredients.
Yes.
And I think that was really important to me
to
get away from powders, to get away from flavorings, and to really take the fresh fruit, take fresh milk, take all those ingredients, whole foods, and work with what's in the area and make everything how we can from scratch. And I think that works really well here on the island. People really like that. People are really interested in supporting local farming. They're really interested in learning about local flavors. And it allows us a chance to network with lots of really fabulous farms that have lots of great ideas in produce. It gives us inspiration, and I think it works well for people who are looking for unique flavors or something that they can call unique to their area. And so that's what we kind of do here, and that's nice. I think what people have appreciated so far.
Yeah, I just tried your, what was it, honey lavender And the honey's from Friedrich's in Cedar, and
That's
the
right.
lavender's from Cedar as well?
The lavender's from Shamrock Farms in Comox.
Wow.
Just near where my dad lives. Yeah.
That's cool.
Can you pour that in there? We're going to stop when we get to 4, 5. 4, 5, 8, 3.
So love the focus on local ingredients. It's such a, when you live on an island, food security is such a big topic that we're
Yes.
hearing about more and more. So what do you think what would people be surprised to learn about you and your business here on Vancouver Island?
I think people might be surprised to what extent we've gone out of our way to make everything from scratch.
Yeah.
So I think some people are surprised to find out I went to Italy to try and learn how it was made traditionally to
I heard
begin
about
with.
this.
I think that was an important trip to make, to
Yeah.
understand kind of the origins of gelato and what is in the heart of Italians when it comes to how great a gelato tastes and how it's made. So that was the beginning, and I think that's a nice feature about our shop, is that we have that knowledge and we're bringing that to the people of Nanaimo. And then I think people are surprised to know that our caramel is made over in a stove, and that
caramel.
it varies a little in flavor each time because we
Yeah.
stand there and we let it boil and we allow it to caramelize on its own rather than buying something that's pre-made. And so those things do surprise people, because when they taste the chocolate chip mint, for example, or we call it the mint stracciatella,
Yeah.
people are surprised it's a fresh mint flavor. We've become so accustomed to the flavor of an extract, which is also lovely, but this is a surprising new thing to taste fresh mint within the gelato. And so those kind of things, I think, surprise people in a really positive way.
What's the difference between ice cream and gelato?
Some
Just
of the
origin, or?
Well, I think there are a few key differences,
Okay.
and these will change depending on the ice cream shop and the gelato shop.
Okay.
But traditionally, the main differences are, one, how much air is incorporated into the final product.
Okay.
So your commercial ice cream, you might find, feels nice and light. So you buy a container and you lift it, the lightness of it is because of the amount of air that's incorporated, gives it a light fluffiness.
Got it.
Gelato is traditionally much more dense. And so you're going to feel the weight of it. There's very little air incorporated into the final product.
Okay, so it's more concentrated with the flavors and.
So that's the idea. You
Yeah.
get that more intense flavor because what you're tasting is the product and not the air. And then I think the other thing is, of course, it's served warmer. So we often serve gelato at about -12, -14.
Okay.
So anyone buying our pints and taking them home has to remember to put them on the counter for 10 minutes, let them warm up a little bit, and then it'll scoop really nicely.
I see. Okay.
And then finally, I think the main difference is the milk fat content. So ice cream begins at around 10% and moves upwards of 20%, and gelato is generally between 4 and 7% milk fat.
So it's a healthier choice if you're trying to limit your fat intake.
Many people would say that, it's a lot less. What's interesting is it's a lot less heavy in those milk fats, but it tastes just as rich, and I think that's the special thing about gelato.
I don't know that I would have guessed that. I
Yes.
might have guessed the opposite.
Wonderful. Keep going. Keep going. It's okay if you go a little over too. It won't hurt. There, you can stop now. Whoop. Awesome.
It's worked, June.
Well done. Avery, are you ready to pour that in the machine? Should we do that just so that it's heating
Sure.
up while we...
Yeah, let's get that
Okay,
going.
so Avery, can you lift this, feel it, and see if it's an okay weight for you? What do you think? You got that?
She's pretty strong.
Awesome. So we're gonna lift this up, and you're gonna try and pour it right up there, and I'll just hold the bottom just to support you a little bit. Oh, there we go. You know what we'll do? We'll use the corner. Watch that. Yep, use the corner, and there we go. You got it. Awesome.
Good job.
Great. And put it on there. I spill all day long. Don't even worry about that. Close the lid. Okay, and I'm going to ask you to push that button there with the ice cream on it. Okay, and now you're going to hit OK. Awesome, and off it goes.
The last question is just touching on here on the island. There's so many great places to go and recharge, and running a business like this, I mean, you can get really tired and exhausted, and sometimes you just need to reconnect with whatever it is that brought you here in the first place. Do you have any special places on the island that do that for you?
I think for me, the perfect spot with my 4-year-old daughter
Yeah.
is to go to Neck Point.
Oh, we love Neck Point.
It's so beautiful there. It's just the scenery is stunning.
Yeah.
It's the perfect walk for a 4-year-old. It's
Yeah.
got the beaches that have crabs and all kinds of little sea creatures and things to find in the ocean. So we go there, we go for our little walk, and she throws stones in the water, and it's perfect. It's my little unwinding moment in a busy day.
Nice. We're big fans of Neck Point Part 2, aren't we, girls? Love it. We live really close by. Well, Sunny, we're going to finish up making this chocolate gelato, milk chocolate gelato, and I know me and my professional gelato testers are really excited to taste the finished product. I want to thank you for taking some time to teach us about your business, and I can tell you that our family is ecstatic that we now have a great gelato place to go to here in Nanaimo, and I think you're a welcome addition to Commercial Street and our downtown. So thanks a lot
Thank you
for
so much.
sharing your time with us today.
Thanks, John.
Awesome.